Hi there, welcome to Pilates. My name is Kim Hillard. We're going to be going through a pretty classic traditional class today. So all you're going to need is a mat. We'll start by standing. Bring your legs really close together, feet really close together. Rock your weight back into your heels and then open your toes up into first position or Pilates V. Our feet now look like a V. We're nice and tall, and let's start all the way down at the feet and pull ourselves up nice and deep. So starting by kind of spreading those toes out, lift up through the arches of your feet, engage all the way up into your inner thighs, back into your glutes, pull your abdominals up and in as though they originate between your legs, shoulders come back and down, head and neck are pretty relaxed. I don't want a chin tucked forward or too far back, just stacked right over the body. Now you may let your hands just fall or stay to the side, but I'm gonna mimic the chest movements that we're aiming for with my hands this morning. Inhale nice and deep in through the nose. And exhale, blow that air out through pursed lips. Again, rib cage goes east to west. Inhale and exhale. Good, squeeze those legs together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Abs up and in. Last breath. Inhale. And exhale. Perfect. Let's reach those arms long, shoulders back and down. Make sure you can see your thumbs out of your peripheral vision for a torso twist here. Reaching long and tall. Inhale. And then let's exhale to one side for 1, 2, 3 small pulses. Pull the abs up and in as we inhale and exhale to go the other way. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale. Now let's focus on keeping those hips forward. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. So just from the belly button up is where you're feeling this movement. 1, 2, 3. Nice and deep through the shoulder blades. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale. And exhale, 3. Inhale and exhale, 1, 2, 3. Looking over the back shoulder each time. 2 and 3. Inhale and exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, exhale. Last time each side. Inhale. And exhale, 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Stay right here. Reach those arms even longer. Go ahead and flex your hands up, and we're going to push to each side like you're trying to push the walls of the room away from you, or even reach out to touch that wall. And you can look each direction or stay looking forward. Good. So we're getting that stretch through the side of the body and getting that spine moving a little bit sideways here. In Pilates, we try to move the spine in every direction in which it can go. Good. And 1, and 1. Stay right here. Reach those fingertips forward again. Make sure you can see your thumbs. And we're making small circles. Inhale and exhale around. 6. Inhale and exhale. 5. 4. Each circle a full breath. 3, inhale, exhale, 2, and 1. Now let's reverse those circles. Inhale behind, exhale around and up. 6, 5, inhale and exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Those shoulders are probably starting to get a little sassy there. All right, we're gonna move into a little bit of ankle work here. And so I want you to spread those toes wide, shoulders back and down, and we're gonna press the heels together and then lift up while those heels stay pressed together. Good, just let those arms rise up to shoulder height, up and down. Press those heels together. Feel the inner thighs engage a little bit more that way. Abs tight, pulled up and in. Again, trying to hide your belly button behind your sternum. And 1 more. Ooh, got an itch. And 6. Good. Now, we're going to come all the way up and down. Good. So let those heels come apart at the top, but press them together on the way up and on the way down. So you should be feeling a little bit of balance challenge there. As I say it, I fall over. That's okay. And one more. So those are called eleves when we lift the heels and don't bend the knees. We're going to go again through our eleves, and we're going to add a little bit of a head turn at the top that will give us a little bit more balanced challenge. So when we come to the top, we're going to look over one shoulder, center, other shoulder, center, and down. Again, inhale, exhale. Start by looking over the opposite shoulder and down. Good. Was that a little harder? Go again, all the way up. Look, center, look, and down. Good. It's hard for me today. Over, center, over, and down. Again. Look, center, look, center, down. In control the whole time. And all the way up. Look, look, and down. Perfect. Roll those shoulders. I want you to reach those legs a little bit wider here. Shoulders are back. The toes are still turned out. We're going to go into a little plie squat here. Shoulders are back. Everything's pulled up. I'm going to bring my arms out like I'm holding a giant beach ball. Shoulders back and down. I know I say that a lot, but I don't want them reaching up next to the ears. You can even pretend that your shoulders are afraid of your ears and they're constantly running to run away. So just come down and up with me. Now I want you to feel that pull through those inner thighs, pressing down into the heels on that way up. Getting a little bit deeper each time. And 6, good. Can you stay at the bottom with me? Shoulders back, keep that chest lifted, hold on to that beach ball, and alternate lifting the heel. Inhale, exhale. And tall, perfect. Roll those shoulders again. One more thing standing, and then we're gonna bring ourselves down to the mat. We're just gonna do some standing leg circles. I just lied. I wanna do 2 things standing. We're gonna do standing leg circles, and then our standing saw. Then we're gonna come back to the mat. So walk your feet all the way back in, shoulders back and down. I want you to shift the weight into your left leg and reach your right leg long. Now this knee is going to not lock. It's got a little bend in it. The other leg is nice and long and straight. Hold that beach ball again. Inhale and exhale. Draw that leg up. Good. Now make a circle. Inhale toward the body. Exhale around and up. 6, 5, 4. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Other way. Inhale away from the body and exhale around. 6, 5, 4. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Can you keep it up and bring it to the side? Shoulders back, kind of reset the body. There we go. And inhale forward, exhale around and up. 6, 5, 4. Now you can have that leg nice and high or a little bit closer to the mat. 2, and 1. Reverse it. Inhale and exhale around. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up and to the back, toward the body first. Inhale and exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3. Soft knee. 2, and 1. Other way. Inhale and exhale. 6, 5. Lift through that glute. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Shake that out just a little bit. My supporting foot was getting a little sassy there as well. So this side's gonna probably get sassier sooner because it's already supported you, right? So reach long, shoulders back, inhale and exhale. Reach long to lift it up. Have that nice external rotation through the toe there. And inhale toward the body and around and up. 6, 5. Inhale and exhale. 4, 3. Inhale and exhale. 2, and 1. Reverse it. Inhale away and exhale in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it up, take it to the side, and bring it forward. Inhale and exhale, 6, 5, 4, soften this knee a little bit, 3, use those obliques, 2, 1, reverse it behind, inhale and exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and to the back, shoulders back and down, inhale toward the body, exhale round and up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last time, inhale and exhale, 6, going away from the body this time, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Shake that out. Roll the ankles a little bit. And then feet in parallel, wider than the shoulders. Shoulders back and down. Sorry, got one leg a little bit farther ahead than the other. Check out your toes. Make sure they're lined up evenly there. Knees are once again going to stay soft, so be careful about that. Reaching those arms long. Inhale. And we're going to exhale. My arm is going to swoop across the body while the other arm reaches straight up. Then I'm going to pull my abs in to fold in half. This hand is coming to the outside of the ankle and foot. 1, 2, 3 small pulses. Pull yourself up. It's all about the abs. Inhale and exhale. Switch sides. 1, 2, and 3. Use your abdominals to stack up and reset. Inhale and exhale. Reach. Push. 1, 2, 3. You're getting a little bit deeper each time. Inhale and exhale. 2, 3. Look at that top hand each time. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Stack up. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Stack, stack, stack. Use those abs. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Stack. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Stack up. Inhale and exhale. Last time each side here. And exhale. 2 and 3. And up. All abs, all abs, all abs. And bring those arms down. Perfect job. All right, we are ready to take it to the mat. I want you to come to the front edge of your mat. Shoulders back and down. Now you can meet me at the mat however you need to get there. So be careful if you need to come down on all fours. Move from the standing to the hands on the couch or however you need to get there. But we're going to go in a little kind of squat position here if you would like it. So I'm going to reach those arms out. Bring my far foot behind. That happens to be my dominant foot. My toes are up. So the flat, the top of my foot is flat on the mat. And then I'm going to kind of bend down with the knee. So now the shin is on. The other knee comes down. I'm going to tuck back and come down into position where I'm ready for the 100. So my spine is rounded. My legs are in tabletop. My hands are reaching long. My gaze is focused right on my own belly button, and I'm squeezing the light out from between the thighs, pulling the abs in tighter, trying to bore a hole from my belly button all the way down into that mat. All right, squeeze those legs together. Maybe they come a little bit farther away from your hips, and let's count to 100 here. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, squeeze a little farther. And exhale. Inhale, reach a little farther with those fingertips. And exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Halfway, I'm going to extend my legs, keeping my heels together. And exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze those legs together. And exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3,
2 more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3. Last time, inhale and exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Bring the knees in, head down, rock and roll side to side. We're going to complete our series of 5, or our ab series, by going through 4 more exercises, 2 on each side, 2 of each kind, and then we'll finish with the last one is our oblique movement. So hands are resting right on the shins, and you're going to round the spine back into that upper C curve, like the cervical spine is in a C shape. So shoulders are back, pulling the head and neck long first. Pretend to tuck a pencil under the chin and round yourself up. Now I want you to try to tuck yourself in pretty tight here, feeling that small back really pressing into the mat. And I want you to pay attention to the small back, because that's going to determine how low you can bring those legs and arms. So inhale to open the arms and legs, keeping the small back pressing into the mat, and tuck back in. Now you can go a little bit lower with the legs, only so far as you can keep the small back pressing into the mat. And 5, 1 more, and 6. Double straight leg stretch now. So get those legs as straight as you can. Now, if your legs are not straight, you have a bend here in the knee. I want you to bring your hands behind the thighs. If you can get them nice and straight, I want you to bring your hands very close to the ankles, pulling those abs in tight, feeling that small back. Inhale to open, and exhale, tuck back in. Use those abdominals to press the small back into the mat. There's 2. Inhale and exhale, 3. Squeeze through those thighs. 4. Squeeze the light out there. 5 and 6. And here's our little break. Bring the knees in, head down, rock and roll. If at any time your head and neck are getting too heavy and you're feeling fatigued there, bring it back down, or replace one hand right onto the back of the head, right where your hairline is, and let the head relax into that hand, keeping the elbow wide. And then you can do the movement with one hand, maybe even switching hands halfway through. All right, we have those same 2 exercises to do, but we're going to do one leg at a time. So I want you to extend your near leg, tuck your far leg back in. Far hand comes from the outside right onto the shin, and the near hand comes through onto the shin closer to the ankle here. So my hands are not touching, they're spread apart, but neither one are on a joint. Shoulders are back and down, abs are nice and tight. Reach long through the head and neck, round up, pull that small back into the mat. Give me a double. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Remember, the distance between the mat and the floor can decrease as long as that small back is pressing into the mat. Otherwise, you're kind of starting up here, seeing where that goes, or maybe you're way down here, as long as that small back maintains the contact. And last one right here and here. Now we're going to switch to straight legs. Same thing as before. If you don't get it all the way straight, you're behind the thighs. If so, you're all the way up. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Feel that small back pressing. Reach long through the toes and switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Last time here, and done. Bring that head down, rock and roll side to side, and release the spine and the head and neck. All right, next is our crisscross. So fingertips come behind the ears, shoulders are back and down, elbows are wide. We're going to round up once again into that upper C curve, but I'm going to show you a way to do it without the head being off the mat if that's what you need today. And then once we get up, the knee to the shoulder, shoulder to the knee on each side. We'll crisscross the body. So before we come up, let's just go ahead and tuck the knee toward the shoulder. So I'm going to take that back knee and tuck it toward my front shoulder, inhaling and exhaling as I do so. Now to make this a little bit deeper movement, you can extend that other leg. But remember, the knee is crossing toward the shoulder. Good, one more each side like that. And then we'll go ahead and rise up through the head and neck, rounding up into that upper C curve again. Shoulder to knee, knee to shoulder. Keep the elbow wide. We're not aiming with the elbow, we're aiming with the shoulder. And we're gonna try to keep that head and neck up the whole time, even through that transition from side to side. Good, pull that knee across, reach through the shoulder. You know I love these. Abs tighter. Pull that knee, push that shoulder. Extend that opposite leg. Stay a little higher. Only feeling the shoulder blades and the small back on the mat. Nothing above the shoulder blades. Unless you need to bring the head down, then take the other option. Excelente. All right. And done there, perfect. Bring those knees in, rock and roll side to side, extend long through the arms and legs here on that mat. Get a big old stretch in. So here's the one time today. I'm gonna say go ahead and lift the rib cage and small back up off of the mat. So wiggle the fingers and toes to remind you we do not stop moving in Pilates. Everything flows from one movement to the other. Inhale, exhale, reach long through the fingers and the toes on your back side farthest away from me. Inhale and exhale, near side. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale and exhale, reach again. Inhale and exhale, reach. Perfect. And then right in the center, reach, reach, reach. Inhaling and exhaling. Perfect. Go ahead and flex your feet. Pull your small back right back into the mat here and engage through the legs. We're going to go into a roll up. Thumbs are down, pinkies are up as though you're clapping over your head here. And we're gonna keep the legs anchored. So feeling the small back engage, feeling the glutes engage, hamstrings, quadriceps, everything is engaged through the body here. Reaching long through the head and neck, pretend to tuck that pencil under the chin. Press the spine into the mat, rounding up, one vertebra at a time is coming up off of the mat. As we come tall, right over the hips, inhale and exhale, reach long. Good, and stack back up nice and tall. Shoulders back and down, tuck and roll again, abs tight, like you've been scooped out right here by a giant ice cream scoop right through your abdominals. And then the arms are gonna come back overhead as the shoulders and head come back to the mat. Now, we're going to try one more time, and if you cannot get up without karate chopping the air, without those legs lifting, or having to kind of grab onto something, or maybe you didn't even make it all the way up, on this third section, I'm going to go ahead and show you the modification. I just want you to try it one more time before we change it. And it's okay if this takes you some time to get accurate. For me, I think it took me about 6 months to get it correct, and that was about 15 years ago. And I had 2 fewer babies than I do now. So forgive yourself, give yourself some grace if this takes a little while. Pull those abs in tight, reach long through the hands, head and neck, pressing down into the mat. It's slow, it's controlled, it's smooth. Good, shoulders stay back and down. It's nice and accurate, right? Inhale and exhale. I want that accuracy through the spine, that articulation through the spine each time. And then we're gonna tuck back again, rolling down each and every vertebra, having its own little moment with the mat, engaging through those legs. And arms back overhead. Now, if twice you've been unable to come all the way up without those legs lifting or karate chopping the air, just bend your knees, placing your feet onto the mat. Pull those abs in tight, feeling that small back pressing into the mat. That's important, because in this position with the arms up, the back really wants to arch up off of the mat. Reach long, inhale and exhale. Same movement, all of that spinal articulation, but instead, I'm gonna try to grab behind the thighs here, rounding up, keeping the feet planted on the mat. And then I'll extend those legs long, flexing the feet and reach long over them once again. Can you get past your toes with your fingers and stack back up? Inhale and exhale, tuck and roll back down. Each and every vertebra right into the mat there, one at a time. Make sure your small back comes before your mid back and shoulder blades. Pull that small back in. Good. We have 2 more. Take whatever option you need. We're going to make it smooth, trying not to. I get about, 2 or 3 inches up off the mat, and then I want to karate chop the air with my hands and use momentum. We're trying not to. We're trying to just use the abdominals and spine here. Squeezing. Abs tight. Inhale. And exhale. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Smoother than a fresh jar of Skippy. Inhale and exhale, reach. Straighten those legs back out if you had the knees bent. Good. Stack tall and roll back down. You've got 1 more to do. And if you want, you can make it a little bit more challenging if you've kind of got this movement down here. A couple of different ways. One is to keep those hands next to the ears all the way up instead of reaching long toward the body. And the second is to bring your legs just a little bit wider and point the toes. So pull those abs in tight, squeeze the small back, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, reach long. And exhale, anchor those legs. Ooh, mine wanted to come up a little bit. Rounded spine. Stack tall at top. Inhale and exhale, reach long. And come back up tall. Perfect. Great time to get a drink before you join me for our side lying series. We're going to come on to our side hip, shoulders. Hip to shoulder is lined up toward the back edge of the mat. My legs are toward the front corner. My shoulders are back and down. My front hand is in front, fingers spread out, actively working to help keep me supported. You could bring your top arm down and your head rest on that shoulder if you'd like to. That's all up to you. Now let's imagine that we're trying to create a little bit of space, a whisper of breath between our abdominals and the mat. Additionally, I want you to think about having a coffee pot on your hip and a coffee cup on your shoulder. And of course, we want neither one of those to fall and burn us, right? So we're going to try to keep that body nice and steady all the way through. Flex the bottom foot and let's point the top foot. Shoulders are back and down. Inhale to pull that leg up. Flex the foot. Squeeze it back down. Now look at your heels. They should be together and you should have a nice L. And up. Inhale and exhale. So the body is not moving at all. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. 2 more like that. Really squeeze those heels together at the bottom. And last time. Perfect. Point that toe, shoulders back. Make sure you kind of give that a little extra push out to extend and stack the hips. Inhale to bring it forward, flex, and exhale to squeeze behind. Now don't go too deep or you're unstacking the hips. So your range of motion toward the front is going to be greater than toward the back. And inhale forward. And flex and exhale to squeeze behind. Abs tighter, shoulders back. Inhale and exhale. 1 more time. Excellent. Reach that leg up. We're going for circles. Inhale forward, exhale around and up. 6, 5, 4, inhale, exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Reverse the circle. Inhale behind, exhale around and up. 6, 5, 4, abs tighter. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Bring that leg down. I want you to point both of your toes here, shoulders back, and we're going to lift the legs up. 6, 5. Now, if your legs are coming higher than your hips are probably not stacked. It's a very small movement. 2, and 1. Good. Bring the top leg up to about hip height. Keep the toes pointed. And we're going to point the bottom toe and lift it right up to meet the top one. 6. It's barely a tap at the bottom. 5, 4. Top one staying right in place. 3, 2, and 1. Both legs come down. Now we're going to go a little bit higher with the top one, and they're going to meet in the middle. Shoulders back. Inhale and exhale up and up and down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Last thing, we're going to bring that leg over, planting the foot down right in front of the thigh. Now you could have it behind if that works better for you. It's going to be up to your hips. And then you can reach from over or under and through, kind of see what works best, and then straighten that back leg a little bit more. First, you're starting to feel a little stretch here in the outside of the hip, I hope. And I'm going to try to work hard to keep that heel down instead of letting it kind of come up. And I'm going to reach long through the foot. That creates a little bit of a lift, and I'm going to squeeze up. 6, 5, 4, 3. Inhale, exhale 2, and 1. Flex the foot, do 6 more. 6, inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, 2, and 1. Nice work on that side. Bring this hip over, kind of keeping the knee bent, and take a moment to kind of tap around on your hip to create some release. You'll kind of find the spot where you feel a little bit of a release when you're kind of banging around there with your base of your hand. Be careful not to bruise yourself. Doesn't need to be hard, just a little bit of release. I've got my own personal spot is a little farther back into my SI joint. That got kind of messed up having 5 babies, so that's my favorite spot to kind of bang around on. All right, when you're ready there, we're going to come face down and work a little bit through some glute work. So go ahead and stack one arm right on top of the other, right there in the forearms, and let the forehead rest right there. Reaching long through the toes, feel that create a lift, and then externally rotate the toes so the heels are in, toes are out. We're going to just squeeze them together. Inhale and exhale, squeeze. 5, inhale out, exhale, squeeze in. 4. Now I really want you to squeeze those heels together. 3, right into the glutes. 2, and 1. Good. Extend the legs back into parallel and down onto your mat. We're going to do single leg kicks here. So I'm going to just kick up and down. Now I want you to pull your abs in tight to keep the body nice and steady. Pull those shoulders away from the ears again. Good. Just kicking here. It's the heel to the glute. Inhaling, exhaling as you kick. And here 6 and 6. Now we're going to change it slightly. I'm going to take that front leg and I'm going to point, flex, point, and down. Up, point, flex, point, and down. Shoulders back, point, flex, point. Pull those abs in, alternating each foot and down. Up, flex, point, and down. Up, flex, point, and down. Up, flex, point, and down. Pull those abs tighter. Good. Keep that body steady. Last time. Point and down. All right. Reach those legs long one more time. Bend your knees this time. Bring the heels together, knees a little wider, and flex your feet. We're going to squeeze straight up to the ceiling. There's 6. Inhale. Exhale. Press. 5, 4, 3. Just at a 90-degree bend. 2 and 1. Extend long, and all you should have to do now is flip right over to the other side for your side lying series. I'm going to flip around so you don't have to watch the back side of the side lying series. Shoulders back, hip to shoulder lined up right along that back edge, legs toward the front corner. Shoulders back and down. Sort your clothing right and bring your hand right in front. Remember, we're creating that whisper of breath between us and the mat. And we've got that coffee cup and coffee pot that we're trying not to spill. Flex the bottom foot, point the top foot, and rotate that whole leg open. Lead with the toes up and flex, coming back down, making a nice L at the heels. Again, inhale and exhale. 2. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze. 3. Are you squeezing your glutes and abs? 4. 5. And 6. Perfect. Reach a little longer. Bring that leg to parallel. No rotation. Reaching longer through the hip. And that's going to give that stack a little bit more credit. Let's bring it to the forward and to the back. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Let's keep that leg parallel to the ground all the way through, equidistant through the movement. 1 more, please. Perfect. Reach that leg up. Did we do circles? Think so. Inhale forward, exhale around and up. 6. 5. Nobody's here to tell me. 4. There's so many options on each side that sometimes I forget what we did. Inhale and exhale. 2. Inhale and exhale. 1. Other way. Inhale and exhale. 6. 5. I do miss that about live classes. You guys keeping me in line. 4. And 3. Inhale and exhale. 2. And 1. Good. Both legs down. Point the toes. Shoulders back and down. We're going to lift, keeping the hips stacked. Squeeze up. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Bottom leg comes down. Top leg comes up. Bottom one comes to meet it. Top doesn't move. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Everything down. Up a little bit higher. And then open and close. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Bring that leg in front or behind, whatever works best. Even this hip may be different than the other. And then grab on somewhere, shoulders back, open that hip a little bit, restack it. Straighten that leg, point the toe up 6 times with the toe pointed and then flexed. Shoulders back, point. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Flex it. Go again. 6. Inhale. Exhale. 5, 4. Abs tighter. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, lovely. Bring the knee down. Tap out that hip. Whew. How are those hips? They a little bit mad at me? Sorry, not sorry, maybe? We want to work on, if you're feeling major, like burning pain or tearing pain or something that, is not right, stretching should feel good-ish, but definitely not painful. So if you're finding some real pain there, I want you to stop, take a moment, and see if there's something else you can do to release that hip just a little bit more. All right, come back to face down for me. Shoulders are back and down, and go ahead and bring your feet long behind you. We're going to do a big stretch first. It's called the swan dive prep. Hands are right under the shoulders. Elbows are tucked tight. Shoulders are back and down. Just lift the chest up off the mat. And you're using just the back and abs for now. I'm not pressing into the mat. Coming a little bit higher. 2 more times to get all the way to the top. So I'm going to press a little bit this time, but not all the way straight with the arms. And then this last time, I'm going to come all the way up, all the way straight with the arms. Feel that stretch all the way through the spine, head and neck long, down into the glutes and back down. Perfect. Shoulders back. I want you to reach your arms long, thumbs up, pinkies down. We're going to go for a little swim. Sometimes we do this all the way to 100, but we're running out of time today, so we'll just go about 50. And we're going to work through the small back here. It's kind of like the 100 for your back. We're going to reach long. First, just reach through the right arm and left foot for me. Feel those lift as a result of the reach. So I'm not lifting, I'm reaching. That creates the lift. Other side. Good. One more time each side. Good. And so this can be the way you swim, with half of the appendages in contact with the mat. Or we can reach long and everything is up. So join me in the way that works best for you. And let's inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Come a little higher. And exhale. Reach a little longer. Good work. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. And exhale. And release. Excellent. Come on to your back. So we're going to kind of flip through here. And bring yourself down onto the mat. Head and neck are long and those knees are bent. Feet are just right on the mat at a comfortable distance from your hips. The farther out they are, the more challenging this is. So find a spot that feels pretty comfortable for you. Let's pull those shoulders back and down, pressing the back side of the arms or our triceps right into the mat here. Pull your abs up and in, squeezing the small back into the mat, starting with a nice pelvic tilt, pressing down through the heels, engaging through the hamstrings. Peel yourself up. So you're in a nice straight line from the shoulders to the knees. Again, pulling those abs in, feeling a little bit of magnetism between the knees. They can't quite make it, but they're being pulled toward one another. Shoulders back, lift a little bit higher. Good, we're going to reach just the right hip up toward the ceiling. Squeeze 6, right again. Squeeze 5, inhale. And exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just the left hip. Squeeze 6, 5, abs tighter. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lift up again. We're coming down into the small back and pressing straight back up. 6, 5. Articulate that spine. 4. Use those abdominals. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2. And 1. Good. Stay up and lift the heels. Now you might want to walk in just a little bit closer. Lifting those heels. We're going to open and close. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up now. Come down slowly, in control. Open those shoulders. Feel that knee pressure as those knees are kind of wanting to come toward one another. Keep them hip distance apart, just feeling that magnetism. Feel each and every vertebra pressing into that mat. Inhaling and exhaling. Small back, hips, heels, lift the toes. Perfect. We're ready to flip over, finish with some planks, 1 set of push-ups, and we'll be done for today. I was going to say this morning. It might not be morning for you. It is for me. So I'm going to kind of jackknife up, come into my face down position here, and your first plank is your plank in my class. So what is your favorite? Is it hands? Is it forearms? Is it knees? If so, cross your ankles, take the weight off of the patella, or is it all the way out in the toes? It might even be that you're in a supported position because you haven't done a plank in a while or ever. And this is a great place to start. So find what works best for you. We're going to think about the whole body being nice and straight, like a plank of wood. And when we come up, I want everything to come up at once. So the hips aren't going to come higher than the chest or vice versa. I'm a hands and toes kind of planker. If you watched me before, you probably know that's my favorite plank. It's not even the hardest one. I'm going to squeeze through the legs and glutes here. Everything becomes engaged as I pull the abdominals up and in. I'm looking straight down. Inhale and exhale. Everything comes up, and now my gaze is slightly ahead of the mat. Now you're going to do a little self-check here from head to toe. Is your head and neck long? You're looking ahead of your mat. If you're on your forearms, you're probably looking right where the mat meets the floor. I want your shoulders to be to the outside of the rib cage. Pulling your abs up and in, squeezing through the glutes and thighs all the way down into the heels. Inhale and exhale. I just want you to bring your knees down and cross your ankles. Shoulders are back and down. Rotate the knee pits forward, and we're going to go right into our push-ups. So down and up, 6 of these. Now, those elbows are right next to the rib cage. They're not flaring wide like a traditional push-up. These are Pilates push-ups, military push-ups, tricep push-ups, all the same name. Who's counting? One more? Good. And bring your hips back over your heels. Walk your hands forward. Little clamshell stretch here. Don't stop moving. Pulling your hips away, walking your fingertips forward. One more plank. It's a little series. We go from a center plank to a side plank to a center plank to a side plank. We're going to try to do it twice on each side if you can. Second side we're going to add on. You can thread the needle coming through, tapping the opposite shoulder from that plank, or maybe you could lift the top leg. See what you got. Alrighty, so we're starting in that middle plank. We're not going straight up from the side. We're going to rotate into that side position. So you can have your knees down, just don't cross your ankles. You do need to be on your hands and not your forearms though. Pull those abs in. Inhale, exhale, engage. Everything up. Good, so get right first here. Head and neck long, shoulders strong into the outside of the rib cage. Abdominals pulled up and in. Engage through the legs and glutes. Inhale and exhale, rotate open. Look at your top thumb. Inhale and exhale. Let's come to center. Inhale and exhale. Open the other way. Look at that top thumb. Lift that hip and rib cage just a little bit more. And inhale. Exhale to center. You've got one more on each side. I'll demonstrate this one on my knees. Inhale and exhale, open. And I'm going to lift that top leg. Look at the top thumb and down. Come in, inhale and exhale, open. Look at your top thumb, shoulders back. Lift the leg if you want to, or do that thread the needle. That's just where the hand comes through, taps the other shoulder. Good, inhale and exhale. Let's come back to center. And we're gonna lower down slowly. Shoulders back and down. Nice and slow. Inhaling and exhaling. Excellent job. Bring your knees wider. Bring your hips back. Walk your hands away. And then drag your hands back, flipping them up behind you. Head is resting gently on your mat. Palms are up behind you. Take a moment to just take a couple of breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Reach your fingers long and clasp them. And then I'm just going to lift up for a little stretch through the shoulders here. Pull the shoulders back and down. Do not over rotate or overstretch this into a position that's not comfortable. No, the range of motion should be good for you. Shoulders back and down. Release those hands down. Hands come back in front. Good. And I want you to bring your knee up in between your hands, extending the other leg long behind. And then I'm going to bring that hip down so the foot is toward the inside of the body. The other foot is flat behind. So this is kind of up to you how deep this stretch becomes. I'm kind of moving a little bit side to side. And then I'm going to bring myself back onto the toe here, push back a little bit deeper, and the heel is now right under my glute. Good, so now I'm stretching the opposite hip a little bit. And I'm gonna switch that. So stretch back, and then I'm gonna bring that leg through to the front, coming down onto that hip. Again, that is all up to you, what works best. And then tucking that heel back under, reaching long through the toes at back, pushing up through that knee pit. Inhale and exhale. Come on to all fours. We're going to round the spine into a nice elephant stretch. So I'm rounded up. I'm pressing down through the palms here. I'm going to round up by hovering the knees, and then I'm going to straighten the legs, keeping that rounded spine. The weight comes forward onto the hands. Now, as I straighten the spine, I'm going to bring myself back into the heels and then bend one leg and the other in this pike stretch. And then walk your hands to your feet, feet to your hands, and stay upside down here momentarily. I want you to let your hands just make circles over your feet, relaxing those shoulders. And other way. Good work. All right, straighten those legs a little bit more without locking them. Pull your abs in tight, and we're going to stack the spine up one vertebra at a time. Now I'm going to go off screen. Good. All the way up. Head and neck come up last. Shoulder face me. Go ahead and bring your heels back together. Open them wide through the toes into that nice Pilates V. Let's inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, reach those arms up nice and tall. Inhale, reach a little higher. Shoulders back and down, fingertips away from one another. And let's bring those arms down slowly with some resistance, feeling as though someone is pushing up against your arms as you're reaching long through the fingers. Inhaling and exhaling, shoulder blades moving down the rib cage and toward the spine. Good, 2 more breaths here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and done. And that is your Pilates class this week. Thank you for joining me. Hope to see you next time. Let me know in the comments how it went for you. Have a great day.